And we are live and recording has started. Welcome. And it is a very special day because today we're talking about beginning live broadcasting. So let's turn the volume down on my phone. Okay, which you possibly heard. It's a very special day. I'm turning the volume down. Okay. Right, okay. Hello, you're watching Stephen live from wonderful Wiltshire, England. And today our topic is live video for beginners, the ultimate guide. Now, when I was putting this together, I was reminded of how I started. Now, I started live broadcasting 9 years ago, which is before Facebook Live. And there was this platform called Blab, B-L-A-B, which is, well, it's fondly remembered by everybody who was on there. And one of my good friends, Phil Aston, was actually broadcasting live on Blab. Now, in those days, it didn't go to Facebook or Twitter or Twitch. It just was a place you could go and broadcast and be joined by friends. And the friends could chat to you. And Phil was finishing a live broadcast, and he said, if you're watching me live now and you want to come on camera, please do. Before I knew it, I was there live on camera chatting to Phil, and we had a very enjoyable, it was towards the end of the show, so it was only 5 to 10 minutes, but that's my first contact with live broadcasting, and my life has not been the same since then. It's totally changed. I really enjoy live broadcasting. I go 5 times a week, and it is the best way to communicate. So let's have a look at our agenda for today. We start off every show with an agenda. So I'm just going to take myself off solo. And if I bring the agenda up on screen now. Okay, so our agenda today is we're going to do the introduction. It's what I'm doing now. And then what is live streaming? The next option, why is live streaming important in sharing your story on social media? Choosing your broadcasting equipment. That's obviously, you've got to get that sorted. The best social media sites for broadcasting. We're going to look at the alternatives that you have, because you can go live in more than one place. Deciding which broadcasting software to use. You have choices as to how you go live. Planning your broadcast, which is very important. If you plan, then the broadcast will go well, especially your first one. Interacting with your audience. This is something that no other medium can do. Interact live with your audience. And I'm going to talk about that and how you can achieve it. Also, over the last 9 years, I know the mistakes that I've made and how to avoid them. So I'm going to talk about that. And then there are bunches of OneStream Live, because I am broadcasting from OneStream Live. Now, what is live streaming? Basically, live streaming is a person or persons on camera broadcasting to social media. And when we talk about social media, we talk about Facebook, we talk about LinkedIn, we talk about Twitter, we talk about, well, Twitch. There are so many different places you can broadcast to, and you can broadcast to your website. You can have exclusive broadcasts on your website and charge for them. And all of that is available with OneStream Live. Okay, I'll talk about OneStream Live later on. But the thing about live streaming is it's the best way to reach an audience. The best way. People watch more video. I mean, you've got writing a blog post, and that can take hours. You have taking images and that getting the right image at the right time, or you've got live video. Now, people now watch live video on Facebook and on YouTube. And providing that you pick a topic which is on point, in other words, that they're interested in, then people will come and watch your live broadcast. Just want to go over here, because there are things we've got to do while we're broadcasting live. And the first thing I've got to do is to connect with the chat and say hello. So if you're watching live on YouTube right now, or you're watching the replay, this is hello from, and we're joined by Domino Entertainment. Good morning, sir. Good afternoon to you as well. Thank you for joining me again. And the second comment from Domino is the online Domino community and Domino Entertainment hybrid events are definitely in the building. And then we're joined by my hello. So hello to everybody watching live. Hello if you're watching the replay. Thank you. Yeah. We never take it for granted that people are going to watch, but fortunately we do. These days, more people watch on the replay. But basically, if you've got a business to promote, the easiest way to promote it is using live video. Because as you've seen there with Domino, I can interact with the audience whilst I'm live. No other medium allows you to do this. So in terms of businesses, you could use live video to promote a product or a service, to do a question and answer session about your business, to interview people in your business. And remember, when it comes to interviewing, you can interview your customers and promote their business, or you can interview your suppliers and promote their business. You have so many options, and you can tell the stories. Okay. I mean, I've just started a new broadcast with my partner, Angelica, and it's all about running. It's about walking, jeffing, and running. There's no limit to what you can actually broadcast about. Now, one of the first hurdles to actually broadcasting live, just let me hide that. One of the hurdles to broadcasting live is, just waiting for that to go. Okay, it has. One of the hurdles to broadcasting live is us. Well, we sometimes overthink things. And I know of people who, if I say to them, will you join me as a guest on camera, will say no. And that's basically, and we're joined now by Anan, any SIM unlimited with no active plan. Aman and I have this conversation, which is on every YouTube video I do, and basically there is no unlimited data plan with OneStream Live, and I don't think there's a plan with I don't know of a SIM which is unlimited data unless you pay. Everything is paid for these days. I know I've just renewed my contract. I'm on an annual contract for my mobile phone, which is where I use OneStream Live as well. And basically, I do need to pay. So you do need to have an active plan. Okay, and it does vary from country to country. I mean, I'm based in the UK, so I'm talking from the UK. If you're asking the OneStream Live group, somebody may be able to help you as well. Okay. Right. One of the things about broadcasting live is us. Yeah, as I say, I ask people to join me on camera and they say no, because we're all to a certain degree shy of the camera. In family photos, do you stand at the front? Do you stand at the back? Okay, now you get people who stand at the front and you get people that stand at the back, but there's no difference between either of those two positions in broadcasting live. Broadcasting live is a conscious decision that you make to go live. Now, the fear of broadcasting is real. The nervousness of broadcasting is real. There is no way to avoid it, but you can make life a lot simpler. If you've never broadcast live before, what you want to do is to go to Facebook, start a Facebook group, and invite a friend, and go live in the group with two of you. Now, your friend is your friend and will give you constructive criticism, and go live, let them say, make observations about how you did. They're obviously going to want you to win. They want you to win, so they will be supportive. And that's the best way to start. Just broadcasting in a group, just two people, nobody else can see it, the outside world won't see it, and get used to being on camera. with an audience, because you can use all the facilities of the system that you're actually broadcasting from, and you can chat interactively with people, with your friend. And it's a start. And it's not going to the world, it's only going to one person. Now, the next stage is to increase the number of people in the group to 4. So that's you, your friend, and 2 new friends. So you've got 4 people in the group, and go live again. And go live either weekly or daily. It's up to you. There's no rules. I mean, you just want your friends to be in the group watching whilst you're live. And you don't have to broadcast for hours. Yeah. The average broadcast these days is somewhere between 30 minutes and an hour. Okay. But if testing purposes, you can just go live for 10 minutes. And it seems like an age, unless it's at this stage you actually start planning your broadcast. So if you're going to broadcast to a group of 3 friends, basically make a list. I'll show you. I'll bring this on screen. Build an agenda like the one I've got here, which is the topics you're actually going to talk about. So you don't need 11 topics, 3 or 4 topics will do. And that basically gives you the situation where you know what you can talk about. Now, you should talk about something that you know something about. Okay. And you're enthusiastic about something you enjoy. I mean, Angelica and I enjoy running, so we do a show about running. Okay. We also do a show about German, learning German. I do a show on Amazon just about the joys of live video. So you're broadcasting into a private Facebook group for 4 people. And you get comfortable with being on camera. You get used to, because the thing is that you should watch the replay as well. One of the things that not a lot of people do is to actually watch themselves back. I sit down in front of the television on YouTube and I replay the YouTube video. And Angelica says, "What are you doing watching yourself?" And I said, the only way to learn is to actually watch the playback. Basically, we all have things that we do, which waving your hands is not good on camera. So I'm looking for when I wave my hands. Okay. Continually looking around is not good on camera. And basically I've got a camera which actually, when I move, my camera moves too. And this is on purpose so that if I do end up, I'll always be in the middle of the screen. So an agenda. You're actually talking to people in the group, people who are friends. You then bring another 4 people into the group. And you know where I'm going with this. Basically, you then broadcast to the 7 friends in the group. And they're all going to support you. And they're all got a different point of view. And they will tell you what you're doing right and what you're doing wrong. This is constructive criticism. And your fear of going live will lessen. It will go down slowly. The more, there's a correlation, the more broadcasts you do, the more comfortable you become. I'm going to talk about being comfortable on camera later in the agenda. But for now, basically you want to be in the center of the screen, you want to be looking at the camera, and you don't want to move about too much. Don't do that. So you're broadcasting to 7 friends in the group, 7 people you know, 7 people who are helping you. Now at this point, what you can do is you can turn the tables. You can ask one of your friends to come on camera with you, or even replace you on camera. So you get used to looking at somebody on camera. Work with the group of friends. And if anybody wants to join in for 5 minutes, let them do so, because you may be starting their live broadcasting career as well. Now, next step, we're still in private mode. We're still in a Facebook group, broadcasting to a group. Increase the number of people, double it again to 16 people in total, you and 15 friends, and go live in the group with your agenda and just do the show from top to bottom. Hopefully they will comment and interact. And when they do, you can actually show their comments on screen and talk about their comments. Yeah. So you've got a group of 15 people, all of whom know you. And they're going to help you. They're going to help you gain your camera confidence. And the nerves never get rid of the nerves. You've got to have some nerves in order to do this, but they're good nerves. I look forward to this broadcast at 10 a.m. East on a Wednesday. Okay, I'm up for it. I'm ready for it. And you should be the same when you're actually broadcasting into a private group. Now, at some stage, if you got through to having 15 friends in there with you, then your next stage is to say, right, okay, I'm going to go live on YouTube. I'm going to go live on Facebook in public. Now, you've already done so many broadcasts in the group with your friends who know what you're going to talk about, that you basically, with them, agree a time where they're all going to be there. And when you do your first public broadcast, they are there to support you and they get you off to a cracking start. Because the thing is, if people are scrolling Facebook or scrolling YouTube and they see that somebody's watching a broadcast, if you've got 15 people watching your broadcast, more people will come in. That's the way it works. If YouTube sees 50 people watching a broadcast live, more people will come in. Facebook are the same. They watch for the comments and the interaction. And the way it works is when YouTube and Facebook see comments, see people watching live, see people staying with you for a minute or two, they basically show your video to more people. Right. So that's basically, that's the confidence builder. Private Facebook group, you and a friend, then you and 3 friends, you and 7 friends, you and 15 friends, and then when you're ready, only then, go live on Facebook with the 15 friends watching you, and that's when you can make things happen. So, get rid of some of the nerves by using a private Facebook group. It's free to do, it's so simple, it's so easy, and you're getting your friends involved as well, and one of them may be bitten by the live video bug and actually want to join you on camera in public. You never know what can happen, but start the spark in a group. So I'm going to take myself off solo and we'll go back to here and the agenda. So we've talked about what live broadcasting is. It's one or more people broadcasting live to a social media channel. Think Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, and your website. Now, okay. Live streaming is so important in sharing your story. When you're live streaming, back to me. When you're live streaming for a reason. If you're a business, you're promoting a product or a service or doing a Q&A. If it's personal, if you're a coach, if you're a trainer, if you're a language teacher, then you have a reason for doing it, which gives you basically well, I'm looking for a word, just a minute. It gives you a reason for actually broadcasting live. Yeah, you and your interests are your reason for broadcasting live. Don't ever broadcast about something you know nothing about. Just a hint. Do broadcast about things which interest you, which basically enthuse you, things that you are fascinated by, information that you want to share, information you want to get out there. And video is the best way to do it. More people watch live video than any other medium. And if you're on YouTube or Facebook or LinkedIn, Twitter, Twitch, that's the place to be. Because the other thing about it is that what you're actually doing is creating content. Now, if we go back, I can go back a fair way, as you probably guessed. People still do write blogs. Okay, and that was the way of communicating. You wrote a blog post, people came to your website, read the blog post and commented. And going back not too many years, people used to read blog posts and comment. That was the main way of communication. So you had providers of content and you had consumers, and it's still the same today. But we then went from blogs to recorded video. So you'd record a video, you then publish on Facebook or YouTube or Twitter or Twitch. It's recorded, yeah, which gives you plenty of scope, and it gives you time to actually edit it. Now, about live video, you can notice straight away, this is live. If I make a mistake, it will stay in the video. Yeah, I can't do anything about it. I'll talk about mistakes to avoid later, but for now, we've gone from blogs to recorded video, and then when Facebook started Facebook Live, we got live video, and that just took off. And it's with us today, and you're watching a live video today. And this is, well as being 9 years old, this is also the future. The quality of live video is continually improving. The facilities that we have to broadcast live are continually improving, but this is the key. After I've completed this live broadcast, I'll just prove it's live. It is currently 10:21 or 21 minutes past 3 in the UK. After I've completed this broadcast, the recording is stored by OneStream Live, and I can replay the recording in 5 hours' time, which I will do. And it will go on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch. So this is the start of the story. Doing a live broadcast is the start of the story, because you can repurpose your content. You can repurpose it as one. So the video that goes out tonight is exactly this broadcast, or you can take snippets, and a snippet is a small part of the video. Yeah. And I can make a snippet about the story I told about Facebook groups. Okay. Stephen's method of gaining confidence. And I could take as a clip, and I can put that clip and I can play it basically anywhere that takes recorded video. Later on, I'm going to talk about mistakes to avoid, and that could be a snippet as well. And that could go out in its own right. Now, when it's out as a snippet, you can link back to the main video. So when I put these snippets out, I will actually be linking back to the YouTube video. So they're teasers for that show and teasers for the next show as well. This is the best way to create content there's ever been. I've got an application which allows me to take a video, this video, and to turn it into images. So you're going from moving pictures to images. Then I can use those images for promotion or for ideas. Anything that I do in a live cast, I'll get the image for, I can reuse it later. Yeah, this is the best way to create content. That's why we love live video. It is the simplest way to create content. Lots of content. I know some people who say that they can create 100 pieces of content out of one broadcast. It is possible. It is possible. Go back to here. Okay. Right now, the next thing you need, going to broadcast live, and let's just go. I'll go here for a moment. The next thing you need, if you broadcast live, is equipment. And equipment that you use. The equipment that you use, well, when you first starting out, basically what you want to do is to use the camera and microphone on your computer, be it PC or Mac. The simplest way to broadcast live is a mobile phone. And you could broadcast on your mobile phone. Just a minute. Let me go. I'll close that. I haven't. No. You can use your mobile phone and OneStream Live, that OneStream Live, to broadcast live. Simple as that. You can broadcast live without having a full studio. And it's, well, you've got the phone, and you just need a OneStream Live subscription, or you can broadcast direct to Facebook using the Facebook app. Yeah. So you can do it for free, and you can use your mobile phone. Now, these days, mobile phones have got high quality cameras and high quality audio. So you can broadcast from your mobile phone, either in landscape or portrait. Landscape or portrait. Yeah, and you can see the difference there. Okay. I've stopped the video on there. That's why it's showing a different picture entirely, but I am live on YouTube. So you can use a mobile phone. You can also use an internal camera into a microphone to get started. You get started for free because you've already got a computer. YouTube broadcasting on Facebook is free. It's not going to cost you anything. And remember, gain confidence in a Facebook group. The next thing is that you then think, right, okay, I'm quite enjoying live broadcasting. I mean, I totally enjoy live broadcasting on OneStream Live, but you're enjoying broadcasting and you're going to invest some money, especially if it's a business, you've got a reason for doing it. If you have a story to tell, a strong story to tell, and you want people to hear it. Now, an external camera is basically one of the things that you need. Now, you can pay from $60 to a few $1,000s, but if you're just starting out, then now you can get a $60 webcam, possibly on Amazon, possibly somewhere else, and that will give a better picture than your PC or Mac. What you have to do is improving the picture. Now, bear in mind, as far as the spec is concerned, you just need to have high definition, 1080p, and it will say on the camera, on the spec of the camera, whether it's 1080p. To get the best out of broadcasting, 1080p at the moment. Somewhere down the road, we'll be able to go 4K, yeah, which is like your 4K television, yeah. But at the moment, we're 1080p. 1080p is the standard for broadcasting through browsers, which is what I'm doing now. Now, you then need, there are three things that are important in live broadcasting. You, and we've talked about how you can be confident. Your camera, and we've talked about if you upgrade to an external camera, which just plugs into your PC or Mac, you get an improved picture. The third one is sound. If I've got a picture which is fuzzy, yeah, for whatever reason, people don't mind. But if my sound is bad, people do. Now, problems with sound can be from echoes, they can be from interference through having it set up incorrectly, but sound is important. And therefore, an external microphone. Now, again, for an external microphone, you can spend $60 up. And basically, if you've said best microphones on Amazon or on any other site, then basically you get a list of all of those. I've got, just for reference, I've got the Elgato Wave 3, I've got the Audio-Technica AT2020, and behind me, I've got a Blue Yeti. The camera I'm using today is an OBSBot, and basically it is my favorite camera because as I move, if this come here, I'm demonstrating something which is not going to work. This second, as I move, the camera will move as well. Okay, which is why I'm going to. That's one of the problems. Don't move too much when you're broadcasting live. Okay. If you get bit live video bug and you want to improve, the things to improve are your camera or microphone. They're readily available, and you can, as I say, from $60. Okay, and the more you broadcast, the better you want the kit to be. You improve your camera, you improve your microphone, you cycle of continual never-ending improvement, which is why I've got 3 microphones, because I just love the sound. Because if you're listening to a broadcast, I broadcast on Amazon, and there are hundreds of broadcasts on there, all using different microphones. And if I hear a microphone with good sound, I ask them, which microphone are you using? They tell me. So hardware-wise, you don't need it to go live for the first time. But if you want to get a situation where people want to watch, want to listen, improve the quality of the broadcast by using an external camera and external microphone. Okay, the next item. Right. Now, this is, if you're starting out, when you're starting out, you can just broadcast. You can broadcast wherever you want. Most people probably start on Facebook because that's where you have a community already. You already have connections and friends on Facebook. And if you go live on Facebook, Facebook may tell your friends and you may appear in their timeline. And if you do, well, first of all, the thing is, if you're broadcasting first time, you can actually, well, don't do it for your first one because you want to get, after do your first public one. And then for your second public one, after it's been a great success, tell everybody and invite them to your second broadcast. And that's easier to do on Facebook than anywhere. So invite your friends to come and watch your second broadcast, friends and family. And ask them to ask their friends to come because you're live on video. And I've got to tell you that if you're broadcasting live on video, you're in the top 1% of the population. Yeah, and that's being generous. I would say less than 1% of the population of the world actually broadcast live. And if you do broadcast live, you're putting yourself in a special position. I'm going to explain as to why that is. Right, okay. For broadcasting, you can broadcast on Facebook for free. You can broadcast on YouTube for free. You can broadcast on Twitch, which is owned by Amazon, for free. You can broadcast on LinkedIn for free. There is no charge. Facebook, just need to go live. And LinkedIn, you have to apply to go live. If you've got a business proposition and you're doing your videos for business, then you need to apply on LinkedIn to go live. Now, you've got to have a following on LinkedIn. You can't open an account today and be broadcasting tomorrow. You have to have opened the account some time ago, made connections, made contributions with postings, written postings, with images, and with recorded video. And the more active you are on LinkedIn, the more likely you are to be able to broadcast. And broadcast to your website. If you're a OneStream Live customer, you can broadcast live to your website. And basically, OneStream Live have what is known as an HTML5 web player, which means that this live broadcast could be live on my websites. And in fact, I do go live on my websites. And I've got chat live on the website. So, but where to go live is where your people are. Yeah. If your friends are on Facebook, go live on Facebook. If you're doing for business and you're on LinkedIn, go live on LinkedIn. If you want to reach turn your audience, go live on Twitch or Twitter. Right, okay. Now, just a word about that, just so we all know. Twitter have said that they want you to upgrade to the premium version of Twitter before you can broadcast. And what they're going to do is, if you're not a premium member of Twitter, you won't be able to broadcast live. You can still upload video, you can still do your tweets, but you won't have the benefit of being able to broadcast live on Twitter. Now, to my knowledge, that is about $3 a month. If your audience is on Twitter, then it could be a worthwhile investment. Because I've been thinking about this. I talked about it with Brigetti earlier this week. Situation is, X are actually restricting the number of people who can broadcast on Twitter live. That means that the number of broadcasts on Twitter on X Live is going to fall. It's going to go wrong. And if you're a paying person and you can broadcast, the audience is still the same. The audience has not changed, but your video will get more views because people are used to watching video. Yeah. And we're going to watch the same amount of video, but from fewer broadcasters. So now I'm going to say this could be a golden opportunity to actually get Twitter Premium, X Premium, and go, I'm sorry. I'll never call it X. It's Twitter. X, formerly known as Twitter, are charging, and they're going to charge $3 a month, and you're able to broadcast live. If you don't pay $3, you can't broadcast live. Okay. Right. But do broadcast where your audience is. If you're building from scratch, it doesn't matter. Yeah, you've got to start somewhere. And as my good friend David Burrows said, there's always got to be a day one, and every day from that is going up. Okay, if you followed my tip about going live with 15 friends in a private group, you've already got your audience started. Okay, let's come back to here. Okay, so those are the best social media sites. Now, I said a moment ago, if I go here, we said a moment ago that basically you want to be in a situation where you are in control. Just let me take this full screen for a moment. And you can start off broadcasting. Which software should you use? You start off broadcasting using your mobile phone, and you can use OneStream on your mobile phone. The next step is to broadcast from your desktop. And if you're broadcasting from your desktop, you've got choices. You've got so many broadcasting from your desktop. Yeah, basically you can use, well, if you're willing to put the time in, and it just take time, you can use OBS to broadcast from your desktop. I'll put all these in underneath the video afterwards, everything I've talked about. Okay, basically you use OBS, which is free. You can use vMix, which starts at $60 a year. You can use Expert Broadcaster, which is a similar price. And these are giving you studios which are on your own computer. Then the next stage after that is desktop software. In other words, I'm broadcasting now from my Chrome browser, and I'm broadcasting using OneStream, which is way over there. And we say hello to. And we say hello to, just a minute, I need my glasses, Emilu, just a second. Welcome back. Glasses on. Hi, MRX Gaming, welcome to the live broadcast. And we're going to go on again. I can't stream game on OneStream. There are, right, okay, I take your point. It is difficult to stream a game on OneStream. But what you could do, let's come back to here. Okay. Now, if you want me to take your questions and comments seriously, there's one thing that's needed, and that's just a little bit of respect. Goes a long way. And that's all I'm going to say. You just, basically, you've killed that conversation. Okay? I take it on, just a minute. Okay, I take it, I don't know, basically, OBS, you can use OBS for gaming. And we've now got to desktop software. We've done that. We've done OBS, vMix, and Expert Broadcaster. You pay for those. You pay. OBS is free. vMix, Expert Broadcaster, $60 a year. And that's a good investment if you're a business. But if you want something simple and straightforward, browser software is the best, because browser software is continually kept up to date, and all you need is your Chrome browser, or your Safari browser, or your Edge browser. And I'm broadcasting from my Chrome browser at the moment, and I'm broadcasting live to YouTube and quite enjoying myself. And yeah, okay. You can, OneStream Live is one of those web-based systems. There are also others available, and in all fairness, I will mention BeLive and StreamYard and Restream and Streamlabs. There are tons of programs available, of which the best, of course, is OneStream Live. Okay, but when you're starting out, start with your phone and start with, you can broadcast basically on Facebook, just using your camera. You can do that. You can use your camera and just go live on Facebook on your Chrome browser. And then when you get more involved, buy a camera, buy a microphone, and then just basically, I'm just going to close chat for a moment. Okay, chat's gone. I was getting distracted then. That's not fair on everybody. So I've switched to chat off, and I'm now back to the agenda. And right, so broadcasting software, you have either your mobile phone, desktop, or browser-based software. Browser-based software is easy to use with only a short learning curve. So basically, I would go every time with browser-based software like OneStream, similar to OneStream. In fact, just do OneStream. The next topic that we're going to look at is planning your broadcast. Now, I mentioned this earlier. If I go here, the thing about broadcasting live is that if you just come live as a beginner and you don't plan your broadcast, one of two things is going to happen. You're going to run through your list of things you're going to talk about too quickly, or you're going to run out of time. Neither of those is good, by the way. What you need to do is to plan the broadcast. So like I've done here, basically make a list of the topics that you're going to talk about and work to that list. And your aim is to get through to the end. Yeah. So what you do before your first public broadcast is you practice. Practicing to do a broadcast is important. Just going live could be, well, doing an agenda and practicing take the nerves away. So all you've got left is genuine excitement at going live, like what I have when I go live. Planning a broadcast. Basically what you have to do, you've got to plan it. You need to bring together, let's just go here. And I'm going to put this full screen. You need to bring together the images you're going to use. Yeah. So that's my show card. I need to bring in photographs as well. And my Australian photograph. We live near to Stonehenge and near to Lake Abbey. Now this photograph is important. I'm going to explain why. If it wasn't for, just a minute, I've done something. Just give me a second. Right. If it wasn't for this particular place, this is Lake Abbey, which is in Wiltshire in England. And we owe a lot. We owe everything we're doing today to Lake Abbey. Lake Abbey was established and it was a nunnery until Henry VIII took it over during the dissolution. He dissolved all the monasteries, and the abbesses were basically told you've got to close down. Then it was given to one of the knights. One of Henry's knights was given this as a reward. This is Laycock Abbey, and Laycock Abbey was where the world's first ever photograph was taken. So this is moving pictures that we're doing now, but the world's first black and white photograph of a window was taken on the grounds here at Laycock Abbey. Okay, so all that was by way of saying that you need to prepare. You need to have your agenda. You need to have your images. For all these shows that I did, I had, for every single show that I did, I had a different agenda for each show. And these are the broadcasts I did in April, May and June for OneStream Live. And this is today's broadcast, which is here. Okay, let's take that off solo, come back to me. Okay, so going back to the agenda, go here, and basically on the agenda, we are moving forward, and we're going to go to planning your broadcast. We've done that. Now, I'm going to do something now. I'm going to switch the chat back on. Okay, and I'm going to go down the comments in the chat. Okay, and I'm not answering your questions. I did say why. I said you need to show respect to people. Then I can answer your questions. Okay, so basically, I'm going to close the chat again. Having checked it, I don't need it. And I'm going to, just basically, as far as respect's concerned, okay, I'm doing a broadcast on this topic. And what I'm talking about today is live video for beginners. Now, you're not a beginner. So I'm reaching out to people who've never and therefore that is why I'm not responding to your comments. I may answer them afterwards. I'll answer all your comments afterwards. If you contact me, then I'm more than willing to answer comments, but I am actually live with this broadcast at the moment. And if you watched it this far, I want to say thank you to everybody watching live. The next item, I'm just reading my agenda. Right, okay. So you can interact with your audience, and you should interact with your audience whilst you're live. Okay, now, when you're broadcasting live, there are things that you should avoid. Okay, mistakes to make. Biggest mistake is not to be confident on camera. Yeah, make sure that you're confident on camera before you go live, and you're confident in your topic. You've got an agenda, you know what to talk about. The more confident you are doing a quality broadcast, the better. So we're going to start with you and getting things right. Okay, know your topic, plan your broadcast. 1. 2, every Sunday night, I check out my camera and microphone and do a short recording to make sure everything's working. Always check your microphone and camera before you broadcast live. The last thing you want to do is to go live and your microphone doesn't work. Yeah, because the only way you can know that your microphone's working is, I've got this playing on YouTube as well. This YouTube video is playing on my mobile phone. Always check your equipment on a regular basis. Make sure your camera is focused, that you're sat comfortably and you're in the right place and people can actually hear you. That's very important. Now, next thing is that when you show video in a live broadcast, presuming you're broadcasting from desktop, you switch your microphone off. The biggest problem I ever have is playing a video and not switching my microphone back on. It's important, yeah, to get in the routine. Microphone off, play a video, microphone on. Microphone off, play video, microphone on. And no matter how much you train yourself, that's going to happen. Also, do, after the broadcast that you've done, do check it back, do watch it, do look out for any of your tells or anything that you could improve, because we should be on a journey of continual, never-ending improvement. Improve your camera, improve your microphone, improve you on camera. Right, now, the thing is that I'm privileged to be here today, broadcasting on the OneStream Live YouTube channel, privileged to work for OneStream Live. And I do it for the simple reason that if you look at all the broadcasting systems at the moment, OneStream Live is simply the best. I can broadcast live, as I'm doing now, to up to 45 destinations. That's number one. So OneStream Live allows you to broadcast to multiple destinations at the same time. The other thing is that OneStream Live actually stores video, and you can upload a video from anywhere and you can play it to up to 45 different destinations at the same time. Yeah. And through unified chat. I mean, I'll give you, for instance, this broadcast will go out live as live. Recording this broadcast will go out live at 2 p.m. Eastern today. I will be on my iPad monitoring the chat, and I can speak to people through the unified chat when the recording is playing. So the recording is recording, but I'm live. And I've had many interesting conversations with people watching. That's something you can do with OneStream Live. You can play pre-recorded video to up to 45 different destinations. The third thing is, and go back to our friend from earlier, if you want to play games on OneStream, then basically the way I would do it is to bring in OBS Studio. You can use your favorite studio, be OBS, vMix, or XSplit Broadcaster, and you can bring that into OneStream Live and then go out to 45 different destinations. You need to be on a OneStream plan, but OBS is free, and you could play the game on OBS and bring the whole of your OBS studio across to OneStream Live and then broadcast out games. Yeah. So if I was going to do it, I would start my OBS, I would load up the game, start playing the game, and then bring the feed from OBS into OneStream, and then from OneStream out to the world. So OBS gaming into OneStream, you can do it today. Okay, so live video from a studio, pre-recorded video to 45 destinations, using your favorite OBS, vMix, or XSplit studio into OneStream Live, you can do. The thing I love about OneStream Live also is the fact that I've got a fully integrated studio here, and I've got all the facilities to actually show images, to show banners, to show text, and play video. And it's come that time. So OneStream Live is, I'm going to play this. OneStream Live is the best broadcasting platform there is. Said it. That's why. Okay, and you can ask me any questions about it anytime. Okay, so we've been through the whole agenda. We're coming up to the summary. And to everybody who's watched live, and I mean everybody who's watched live today, I want to say thank you. And I do want to say thank you to the gentleman who uses Prism, and that's Prism a lot. And that's MRX again, MRX Gaming. Thank you for your questions. And to answer your question, I want to stream to both YouTube and Facebook. Use OBS. Use OBS to play the game and bring the game into OneStream Live, and then from OneStream Live you can go to Facebook and YouTube at the same time. Right. Okay, so I want to say a big thank you for watching me live today. I've really enjoyed broadcasting on the OneStream Live YouTube channel. This has been Stephen, live from Wiltshire, England. Enjoy the rest of your day. Take care, and I will see you again soon. Goodbye for now.